Hey everybody, I'm Jeffrey Viscaino here with Playbill.com, and I'm with the one and only Charli D'Amelio. Thank you for being here today.
Of course, thank you.
I mean, the world knows you from their phones, they know you from TV, and now we're going to get to know you by being on a Broadway stage. That must be so exciting for you.
It is. It truly feels like so many dreams come true all at once, and I'm just so excited to be able to get out there and do the show.
Absolutely. Well, let's take it on back because I know people know you obviously from social media, but let's go back because not a lot of people know you started in dance. You were like a trained dancer for over 10 years, competitive dance. Tell me how that all started for you.
Yeah, I started dancing when I was 3 years old and started competition when I was 5 and did that until I was about 15 on and off. And just, I always loved performing, and dancing was very special to me in a way that it wasn't just doing the dances, it was important to me as a person. And I always use dance as more communication than art sometimes when I wanted to talk and I didn't know how. And I just always have held dance so close to my heart. So being a part of this show and getting to showcase the dancing that I just love doing is so special to me.
Amazing. And so, was Broadway ever like a dream for you, or was this just? I mean, yeah, tell me, was Broadway something that you, from a young age? 'Cause I know you're from Connecticut, so you're not too far away from New York City. Was Broadway like always on a dream down the pipeline for you?
Absolutely. I think that when it comes to Broadway, I always looked at it as this thing that was so far away and unachievable. And the fact that I'm here now, getting to be a part of not only Broadway, but such an amazing show where I really have felt at home with the entire cast and crew. And I never imagined that I would be here, but now that I'm in it, I couldn't imagine it any other way.
Totally. So it's been a while, I'm sure, since you were Dancing with the Stars, where you won on there. But what has it been like to go back into a rehearsal room again and be with like a whole ensemble? Because I'm sure that's been a while for you as well, to be working with a bunch of other dancers as well.
Yeah, I'm loving every second of it. I feel like within our rehearsals, there's so much joy and laughter and positivity, and you're learning so much and working so hard, but at the same time, everyone in these rooms is just so excited to be there. It's a lot of our debuts happening together, so there's that excitement and just showing up every day ready to work and excited for the fact that we are going to be on the stage soon with everything that we've worked on this past month and get to show it to all of the people that love the show.
Yeah, well, I'm one of those people that love the show. I love and Juliet, big old stan. And so what I was going to ask is that, well, what I love about the show is you have your, obviously, your principals, but what I love about this show is they give a lot of identity to their ensemble. Like their ensemble is just not a group of dancers in the back. You each have your own personalities, your own individual looks. What has that been like to like learn your character and kind of like create your own version of her?
Yeah, it's been really incredible to each day dive deeper into my character and when Shakespeare says this, how would not I respond, but how would my character respond? How do I showcase who I am throughout the dancing? How do I showcase who I am when I'm just sitting and listening to the principal talk? Like, it's just, there's something so special in having your own identity and being able to play that throughout every part of the show. And it's just something that I'm still getting to explore and will continue to explore throughout my time in this musical.
Yeah, I mean, what comes to mind when you think about the show? Like, are there any numbers in particular you've really enjoyed rehearsing and excited to have an audience when you start on Broadway?
Absolutely. I think some of the most powerful scenes, you think of Roar and the fact that everyone's in tears during that part and how powerful it is, and you see our Juliet. Maya's just so incredibly talented, and it's such an honor to share the stage with so many talented people, and everyone just really puts their all into every second that they're on stage, and that's so evident throughout rehearsals and throughout our put-in that we're just all so happy to be there, and we're here to give everyone a great show.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite number or a one at the moment that you're really into right now that you're excited to perform?
Blow and Problem are my favorites. They're so fun. It's such a party. There's so much empowerment throughout the show as a whole, and I mean, there's so many. It's really hard to break it down because I genuinely love so many of them, and I could list all of them, but I have to say, there's never a dull moment throughout this show.
Absolutely, because the whole show was just full with like one iconic number or song after another. And so I feel like what's been great about this creative team is they've really created these numbers where not only is the song that you know iconic, but then the way they're telling it and the choreography is like super iconic in its own way on the stage. And you must be feeling that even in rehearsals.
Absolutely. Each number has its own specific dance style, whether it's the shapes that you're making or the movement quality or the dynamics throughout each number. Everyone is so individual and specific, and I think that there's something really powerful about that, and it keeps everyone engaged throughout watching the show, and it keeps it exciting for me because I'm like, oh, and then the next one's coming up, and I'm excited for that. And it's from beginning to end so joyous and so fun to do. And I've obviously seen the show a bunch now, and every time I watch it, I leave just really feeling something.
Totally. I would say you are also on social media one of my favorite look queens. Like, you know how to pull a look. The fit is always on point. And so I'm sure even back when you're on Dance with the Stars, love a costume. So the first time you saw yourself, we went to a fitting and you saw yourself in your costume, what was that like to see that?
Oh my goodness. It has been so amazing. I'm so lucky that I would wear all of my costumes. Every single silhouette has been perfect to me, and I'm so happy. The detail that goes into all of this, like, oh my goodness, and talking to the whole wardrobe side of things and seeing how they pull specific things when it comes to the wig, the makeup, everything goes together so perfectly, and they don't miss.
No.
It's amazing.
Absolutely. I remember back when I used to perform, like the minute you put that on, like you rehearse, but the minute you get into that costume, it just takes it to a different level. And then being able to perform in that, I mean, I know your debut is coming up very, very soon. You must be really looking forward to that evening.
I am so excited. When you really put it all together and throughout our put-in, when we got to become our characters through and through from head to toe, it really is such a special feeling, and it makes you so into the moment because you are that character through and through throughout the entire show. And I just feel so comfortable and confident in all of my costumes, and I love every part of it so much. And when you really see them up close, all of the detail is just so stunning, and every single person's costume is theirs, and it tells their story. You know, no two costumes are the same, and I think that there's something so beautiful about that.
Absolutely. Well, I know you start your run here in October and you go through January 19th, and I will say is when you make that debut, I always talk to different actors who are making their Broadway debuts. Throughout that evening performance, take mental snapshots of the day, because if not, it kind of like goes in a blur. But take little snapshots and be like, all right, got to remember this moment. This is a key moment for you. But welcome to Broadway. Welcome to the community. We are so excited to have you. And thank you for talking with me today.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Bye, guys.